It hits me hard and it cuts me deep. I'm 1,000 miles from happiness, 1,000 miles from you. It's a far reach from you to me. I feel the time and the space between. It's 1,000 miles of loneliness, 1,000 miles from you. Every mile on my
New Year. My name is Ori. I'm a photographer and filmmaker and mostly a storyteller based out of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Yes, I know, Canada. Freaking cold. But today we're gonna be talking about how I took these 5 steps and it drastically improved my video. Like literally, it took my video looking like this
I'm not around, but I'm not gone.
to this.
I miss the bed you're sleeping on. I'm 1,000 miles from coast.
Alright, let's get into it. So the first stuff I just have to accept and understand, and I know it's pretty much said every single day, is honestly, gear doesn't really matter. A little bit, it does, but 90% of the time, it really doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, and we're living in a day and age where there's so many equipment, from different cameras, to lenses, to lights, to monitor, to audio. It's ridiculous how much gear we have right now. And if you're a new creative trying to get into, photography or video, honestly, understanding in the back of your head that gear really doesn't matter can drastically change your content. And honestly, I accepted that, and this was me using a Canon RP to film this video. And yes, it wasn't the best, but understanding that put me in a position that ties into number 2, which is once you understand that gear doesn't matter, you need to understand the gear you have. And that's going back to the camera basics. So you need to understand aperture, shutter speed, ISO, white balance. Let me know down in the comments if you guys want a full video. It took me a long time to understand that the settings for photography is completely different for video. And I had to go back to learn the camera basics. Aperture is usually if you're trying to get a bokeh or blurry background. I usually try to keep it to a low aperture just to get that cinematic effect. And most of the time you need to use an ND filter. I don't have one with me right now, but I'll show you in another video. But I use the variable ND filter from K&F. It's pretty good. Although some ND filters, they do have a color tint, but 90% of the time you really won't notice it. ISO is, I call it artificial light. It's pretty much the sensitivity of the lens and how much noise you want in your image. I try to keep my ISO low, but if you are shooting log, I know for C-Log 3, the base ISO is 800, if I'm not mistaken. And recently I've been shooting C-Log 3 and it's been a game changer. If your camera can shoot log 100%, I recommend it. You can't go wrong with log. Into point number 3 is focal length for your lens, it matters. Honestly, understanding the principles behind the different lenses and actually going deep to understand, the effect of an ultra wide lens and the structure it can have on your face, to go into 35, understanding the effect of how, being able to capture a wide shot and a close-up at a 35mm, how it looks, the effect it has, understanding that it's a game changer, understanding the effect of, mid-shot with a 50mm, that's the closest to the eye. If you notice, you do photos or videos and you use a 50mm, 90% of the time you notice, oh, this actually looks real, compared to, 35 where it's like a little bit wide, or an 85, which is ultra close. But like this is the effect of what those different lenses can look like. A 35, a 50, an 85. And going from the focal length ties into my point 4, which is your editing matters, or in bracket, understanding how to edit. This was a game changer. Understanding how to, pace it, how fast do you want like the emotional roller coaster to go? Do you want it slow paced? Do you want it fast paced? To storytelling, understanding that how do you find a story from the different footages you have? Sometimes when I edit, I prioritize story over good footage. 90% of the time, we try to force a short to go with the video, but sometimes it just doesn't work. So prioritizing story over, the dramatic or the best shot, sometimes it matters. Sound design. Here is 2 different clips, clip A and clip B, and tell me which you prefer. One of them has sound design, one of them doesn't, and let me know what you think down in the comment. Sound design really matters. Color grading, understanding what's the difference between a good color grade or a bad color grade. Whereas the same clip, one color graded badly and one color graded good. So color grading can really change the pace. Usually there's different color grade depending on the emotion you're trying to tell. Usually happy and energetic video usually have vibrant colors, while like moody usually have like dark moody tone. But my goal when I edit, which is a game changer for me, was prioritizing skin tones and prioritizing the image to look as true to life as much as possible. And also dive a little bit more into audio. Audio really matters. Want a video that is not visually shot properly, but if it has good audio, you'll be fine with it. But you cannot watch 90%. I know there's a saying where 90% of the population cannot watch a video if it's properly shot, but the audio is bad. Like, you need to remember audio is half the viewing experience. So if your audio is good, it just makes your video look better. So prioritize audio either through better mics, through better editing process. Let me know down in the comment if you want an audio tutorial on how I edit my audio, or maybe how I sound design some of my films. I'll be more than happy to make that. And then point 5, I'm gonna get canceled for this, but I recently started doing this and it changed the game for me. Ditch the gimbal. Like, I mean it. Ditch the gimbal. Go handheld. You cannot go wrong with it. Honestly, I shot recently a styled shoot without my gimbal. It was purely handheld. I used the 35 1.8 EF. You can watch a video about that lens down here. But that lens alone, sure, shooting handheld changed the game. You're more flexible. There's 0 restrictions. You can make certain camera movements that you really can't make with the gimbal. You can go back and round, you can move a little bit, you can compose better because you're not constantly having such a heavy load to be moving around. So 100%, if you can, shoot handheld, ditch it, ditch the gimbal. Screw it, dump it, it doesn't matter. For your next shoot, use the gimbal. Sorry, ditch the gimbal. But let me know down in the comment what you guys think. What are some tips that you've tried that has improved your video? And I'm more than happy to, take a look at that and just see what you've done. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, the regular stuff. If you like this video, let me know what you think. And catch you guys in the next one. Peace.